Hey everybody, I'm back. Yeah, so to finish up what I was talking about with the gynecologist is that, yeah, I let the B word fly very heavily because of how this woman treated me. Post examination, she was just so nasty. There was no kindness, and I'm being completely fair. I just want to make that clear. I'm being completely fair. I'm not, like I didn't, run around her room and act like a quote unquote psycho, like, oh, okay, I can't treat you. It wasn't like that. It was just more like, yeah, you're really nervous and you don't have the right to be nervous because you're 40, you're a you've had a baby, so therefore you don't have the right to fear sexual trauma from gynecological exams. And by sexual trauma, I don't mean like accusing her, like me tooing her. I just mean the awkwardness of opening the most intimate area of your body to this stranger like that. How dare I feel nervous about that? So that was the beef that I have with this lady. And I just learned, and I think I was saying this when I got kicked off, or rather when my video ended, is that, yeah, I'm not picking a doctor on race again. And really, I shouldn't be picking a doctor on gender either. Like, for modesty reasons, I tend to feel more comfortable with the female doctor. But as I mentioned, that examination that I got one time that I can recall in the intimate area by a male, he was the most gentle I'd ever had. Like, it was like, I'm just like, whoa, are you even examining me? Like, I don't even, and so I need to cut that part out too. I shouldn't be picking gender either, but I certainly am not picking race again. No tea, no shade, okay? And if you take that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just saying I had to learn the hard way. So that's my story with that. Um, Ooh, I have so much glare on my glasses right now. That's another reason why I like to take them off for these videos. By the way, so I am using a filter. I did the video before I started talking about my gynecological stories. I did some videos without a filter. Well, did a video without a filter, and I realized I had some makeup in the corner of my mouth. I'm like, really? So it looks like, ugh, because you don't, maybe it's makeup, maybe you don't, but it looked like terrible. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm using a filter. F this. But anyway, what else is going on? And as far as my PCOS, I am in the mood, just to wrap up my gynecological stories. I'm in the mood to talk about what my PCOS experience has been like, and I'm going to try to summarize it because I do not want to make another video on this at this time. I don't mind it in the future, but not right now. So, I back to my late teens, early 20s, I began having these irregular periods where I would bleed for months on end, and I would get put on birth control pills to, you know, so-called stop the bleeding and to make me normal. And after a while, the birth control pills stopped working, it seemed like. And, so I had the bleeding and everything. And I also ended up having an adverse reaction where I felt like my chest, like I couldn't breathe, and a tightening in my chest and everything. And I was told never to take hormonal birth control pills again. And I have not taken them since then. Anyway, that's another story. We thought it might be a cardiac incident when I went and got medical treatment, but I never got an outright answer as to what it was, so I don't know. But I know I'm never taking hormonal birth control again. Ironically, though, I do plan on taking hormone replacement therapy when I start going through the change. I plan on taking that, absolutely, because I've heard that that is your estrogen and I guess your progesterone and all that, that those are so protective of your health that that's why women decline when we go through menopause and everything. So yeah, I do plan on taking something at that point and figuring out what my options are. And it seems like I would still be a good candidate. I might have to do patches or something like that to deal, but as opposed to taking a pill, because I think it's more dangerous to take a pill versus patches. But that's another story. Anyway, just wanted to get that out there. So I'm not against hormone replacement therapy or anything, but I was told not to take birth control pills anymore, so I do not. Anyway, how I overcame my PCOS, the nonstop bleeding issues that I would have, where I would literally have a period for months on end, no breaks, okay, and lots of clotting, TMI, but it's the truth. How I overcame it was that I had this male acquaintance who had introduced me to chasteberry. He was like all into herbs and vitamins and minerals and all that. And he told supplementation, and he told me, oh, there was this thing called chasteberry. You should take it. Do you know that worked? That mixed with losing like 10 pounds, okay? I can't tell you which. I believe it was the chasteberry, though. I'm not kidding. That fixed it. And to this day, I have almost never had an incident like that again. I think I had it one time. And mind you, this happened back in 2011. So we are talking 14 years ago. I think I've had one bleeding incident maybe, and I think it went away pretty quickly, but where I bled a longer than I should have or something, but yeah, that amazing, but yes, chasteberry, I was getting it from Puritan's Pride. It was liquid at the time. Now I actually have some by the brand Gaia, but I don't take it because like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm okay right now, so I don't take it. But I do have it just in case, whatever. And mind you, my weight at the time, I was like 332 when the bleeding was going on, and I found my cure, if you will, and I lost like 10 pounds. I maybe got down to 322, and it, like I said, around that, it just stopped. It was crazy. So anyway, and obviously I became a mother at 35 years old. Well, gave birth at 36, got pregnant at 35. So if you have PCOS, it's not I don't want to say a death sentence. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you can't have children. There are plenty of women with PCOS who have children. So, but you do want to try to balance your hormones some way. I'm not telling you to take chasteberry. You do your own research. I've taken maca, I've taken chasteberry, I've taken, and I will tell you, if you're big like me, the biggest thing that I feel like you can do is lose weight. My personal opinion, you do what you want, but that's my personal opinion. Also, they will sometimes, if you go to a doctor, put you on, I forgot that. It's a diabetes medication, metformin. That's what it's called. Glucophage or something, glucophage, whatever. They'll put you on that to help with your weight and your insulin and all that. And that tends to help you reproduce, like you have children, often. So anyway, hope that makes sense. Just wanted to get that out of the way, and that's it on my gynecological journey for right now. I do plan on going for an exam sometime in 2025. I haven't been for one since 2023. I have not had a mammogram yet, and I know I'm due. And I just want to get checked out and blood work and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.